What up, y'all? Welcome back. Okay, so I got a new recipe for you. I was testing it yesterday, so I'm kind of fat today, but this is what I'm wearing. It's like just sweats. Just sweats and this random like kind of like skin tight, like kind of like army green. Anyways, I just started heating up my pan with my oil in it, and I have a new recipe for egg rolls. Okay, so first I small dice, like probably like, let's see, probably like a quarter to half an inch of like cucumbers, just like small dice. And right now I'm working on, this is just imitation crab because I'm poor and I'm not gonna buy real crab, especially here in North Dakota. So I'm just like dicing this up about the same size. And I figured I'd pop on because these are very good. Obviously with those other banana and apple ones that I made, I just have the same like egg roll wrappers, like the vegan ones. So obviously the cucumbers are vegan, that's a vegetable, but this imitation crab isn't real crab. So I'm just pretending that it's vegan. This is like made from like fish protein, and there's really not that much protein in it, so you can't really like count it as protein. But it is like a very, very healthy, like it's about lunchtime here, so I'm just treating it as lunch. But anyways, with those other ones that are banana and apple, they're like sweet, right? Like very sweet from the banana and the apple and a little bit of cinnamon to kind of tie them all together. These ones have like a little bit of salt and pepper, and you dip them in like soy sauce. So good. But yeah, anyway, so I just gotta do this quick. And I'll show you wrapping some. I once almost went to culinary school. I took some food classes, like food for today and specialty foods, when I was a senior, just because I was taking a couple hard classes. Like I only had 6 hours when I was a senior, and one of them was to try to become an elementary school teacher. But the other 5 classes were like 3 hard classes, and then 2 of them I kind of slacked. Like one of them was gym, or I think 2 of them were gym, or like one semester and the next semester. So that whole hour was gym. And then another one was just foods class. And some people came up from the University of Minnesota Culinary Institute, and then they asked if anyone would be interested in blah, blah, blah. And so they sent me a whole bunch of emails and literature and this stuff. And then I ended up touring when I was a senior, and it was Christmas. I went and visited my cousins in Minneapolis, and we went and toured the Culinary Institute. It's just very expensive, and I didn't know if it was like my like favorite thing at the time. I still wanted to become a teacher more because my grandma was just about to retire right when I like got into college. So, but yeah, okay, so I got my oil heating. Just like a light spray of like vegetable oil, if you can see that. We used to have this game as a child on the Wii where you like have to like swirl around the oil, and if you don't coat the whole pan, they give you points deduction. So make sure you remembered no points deduction. Anyways, okay, all I'm gonna do is toss this crab into the cucumbers. Then I got just some salt and pepper. And it's pretty plain, so make sure you have the, like, if your family or if you just have soy sauce. My parents are really on like a health kick lately, so I accidentally just have like low sodium like soy sauce. But yeah, just a little bit of salt to give it flavor, and then pepper. And just give this bad boy a mix. What else was I gonna talk about? Oh, I have another idea for vegan sushi. I don't know what kind of sushi. I might try this crab again because it was pretty cheap. There's like 4 pieces. Like this makes quite a bit. But for all pieces, this would be really good on like crackers, or I don't know what else you put it on, but it's pretty tasty. You might need a little, I don't know if you guys can still eat spicy stuff. My stomach gets so upset with spicy stuff lately. But take some of these bad boys and roll them up. I recently I recently watched a documentary kind of, or like an expose, or like a piece. I don't know if you guys know what 2020 is, but there was a nice young woman that used to live in my hometown of Grand Forks, and her name was Drew Shadeen, and she was like Christmas shopping. I think it was like around the time of Thanksgiving, or like it was like either, I think it was like late November, and this was like when I was in middle school. But she was at the Grand Forks Columbia Mall and like went missing. So, and it was kind of getting dark, and she was on like the phone for a little while. Then she was getting in her car, and she's like, "Don't worry, I'm safe," blah blah blah. And someone, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to say it even on like this, but so just be very careful. I was just gonna warn everyone that, especially during the winter, like here in like Minnesota, North Dakota, I'm just gonna get some water. In Minnesota, North Dakota, or like anywhere that you live, because like even down in Texas, it gets really, really, we have cousins down in Texas, and it gets really, really dark, like right at 5. So if you can be on the phone when you leave work, or you can make sure you're at the store with someone. My parents are like 50 years old, right? I'm 30 and I'm a full grown man. Feel like I can like protect myself. I'm not that small, right? But people could still do creeper shit, so sorry to swear, everyone. So you got my little egg roll. Just toss it right in. But yeah, so just like watch out for each other, or like girls, if you're leaving. I know my parents gave my little cousin and my sister pepper spray and like one of these like jabby things to put on their keys, like kind of like brass knuckles. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't want that to happen again, because she was very beautiful and very young. She was only like in her 20s, like very early 20s. Which I don't know. Cell phones have gotten a lot safer, and GPS and that sort of thing. I just don't want it to happen to anyone, so be safe, especially in the winter when it's dark out. Okay, so I guess I could teach you. Okay, so you want to put the egg roll filling, the egg roll filling on like this back portion. Then you want to fold in the sides and then tuck it in, and then kind of pinch right here, and then roll, 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 and kind of tuck as you go. And then I still have like my little bowl of water here. Just kind of seal the edges, roll that bad boy up. I also wrote down, I have my like fancy little like notes here. I was also gonna talk about dating. I don't know if any of you guys are like just starting to date, or if you're thinking about starting to date, but you need to be really careful about who you invite over. Even if you think it's safe and it's your parents' house or this or that, if you invite the wrong person over, they could easily either try to hurt you, or less harmful, I guess, just steal from you. They could literally be in your apartment or house and steal from you. So just remember that. Just remember, be careful who you invite over, or let even know where you live, maybe. So, I don't know. That's all I know. And also, some people have crazy exes. I had a crazy roommate once who stole some stuff, and we don't really talk anymore, so. I need to roll faster, otherwise these other ones are gonna be cooked by the time I'm done. And make sure you always get permission. I already said that like on my last video, like if you're even just gonna kiss someone or hold someone's hand, it's way more romantic and also not sexual assault or any sort of assault if you ask someone. Like if they turn you down, it's no big deal. Like if you're like on a first date and you wanna hold someone's hand or give someone a kiss on the cheek or on the hand, or actually like kiss them on the mouth, just make sure you ask before you do that. Because I used to be at a school, like a middle school, and some of my little 8th graders and some of my little 6th graders and 7th and 8th graders are now like dating age in high school. And then some of them have jobs. I was at the grocery store the other day and I saw kids that I like used to know when they were tiny, and I was like, dang, look at you. All grown up. I was so proud of them. Him and her and him and her. Okay, one last thing. I don't know how many people even ever watch this, but maybe I'll just make sure the right people will watch it. Public transportation is like a huge thing. I also would just like to stress that When I was in Denver, I did not own a car for a whole, well, I came back for a summer, but like for a whole year to year and a half, I literally got everywhere on a bus and a light rail. So just don't ever look down. Like some people, which it just comes like down to case by case basis, but some people look down on people. Some people legit looked, oh gosh, this spill water. I'm gonna clean up now. Some people legit look down on people that have to take public transportation, and I think that's ridiculous. I think hardcore working class people just live better lives. Like your life turns out better just because you're willing to work hard. And if you can't work hard, or if there's no jobs in your town right now, then just live it up. Live it up and try to do all the things that you wish you could do every day. I don't know. That's all I know. But yeah, some people place judgment on, they're like, oh my gosh, you take the bus? And I'm like, yeah, I do take the bus because it saves me about $100 a month. And now I get to go have more fun with my friends. Or if I save the $100 a month, then I get to go like to places like Montana, Minneapolis. I don't know. I'm still trying to move to Minneapolis, y'all. I looked up and found this apartment that's only like about 15 minutes away. By car, it's a little bit longer by bus. But 15 minutes away, y'all, from the Mall of America. And I love the Mall of America. If we're being honest, I'm just gonna eat one of these just plain. Yeah, these are just frying up, and I went through my entire thing. But I'm not really interested in editing these videos ever. So probably won't see me try these, but just trust me. I like clean out this little bowl, put it with just a dash, like maybe a quarter inch of soy sauce, dip these bad boys in. So tasty. Trust me. Oh my gosh. When I was putting the egg rolls in, I knocked the saucepan off the oven. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox now, and probably I'll make a video of me just trying the egg rolls. My hair be looking wild today. Okay. Yep. That was all. Have a good day, bichachos. What I got for the ending? I got nothing. Here's my keys being dangled.